Yeah, 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 da da da, ya da da, ya da, I am alive. Yeah, da da da, ya da da, ya da, I am alive. Yeah, da da da, ya da da, ya da, I am alive. I'm alive. Oh, is this aliveness I am? Oh, is this aliveness I am? Oh, is this aliveness I am? Is it not the holy blessed one? Ya da da da, ya da da, I am alive. Ya da da da, ya da da, ya da, I am alive. Ya da da da, ya da da, ya da, I am alive. I'm alive. Oh, is this aliveness I am? Oh, is this aliveness I am? Oh, is this aliveness I am? Is it not the holy blessed one? Folks are still coming into the Zoom room here. So one more time on a Nagun, please join me. Sing harmonies with me. Tiferet. Ya da da da, ya da da, ya da, ya da, ya da da. Ya da da da, ya da da, ya da, ya da, ya da da. Ya da da da, ya da da, ya da, ya da, ya da da. Ya da ya. Shabbat Shalom. We are gathered here in our Zoom shul, and I'm so happy to see you tonight. Welcome to our congregants, to our friends, to those that have joined us on YouTube. Hello. You won't be able to use our chat feature here, but you have one of your own that you can interact with one another, and that would be lovely. Just a reminder that one of our robust ways of staying in connection with one another during our services together is to use this chat feature over here. And you know how to use it well. Also, you'll see a download link to the prayer book, which you can use. And it is, as you also know, but it's good to be reminded that when you are alive in your prayer, when you are alive in your connection to yourself and each other in Shabbat, and we see it, and we see your faces, and we see you in this, we feel you. We are feeling the connection, and it inspires us to continue to deepen into our own experience. I've had that happen repeatedly. Even right before I came on, the difference between sitting by myself and seeing you sing and seeing you engage, already I feel a difference in that connection. So just a reminder that that's a vibrant way that we show our experience together. We share experience together. Tonight, I am very happy to say that I am co-leading services. I didn't tell you who I am. I'm Gayanne Guerin, for those of you that don't know. I have the honor of being one of the lay cantors and the music director here at Congregation Bet Havarim. But I'm also joined tonight by my dear other lay cantor, Brad Davidorf. So thank you so much, Brad, for co-leading services tonight.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
like to turn to candlelighting tonight and ask Marcy and Nicholas if they will light our Shabbat candles for us.
I'll let it. Ready? Shabbat Shalom.
Baruch Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Amen.
Beautiful. Let's all take in that light together that Marcy and Nicholas have just brought by lighting the candles. Wonderful. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. So we're going to begin tonight by saying if you haven't seen your email today, this will be the first time that you're hearing this. But if you have, it'll be probably the second time. So we have the good news. It's a good news day, everyone. There have been several things that have happened today, but this kind of tops my list of good news. Congregation Bet Havarim has signed a contract with our new interim rabbi, Rabbi Dale Friedman. And I am delighted to make this announcement to you right now. There's so much more to learn about Rabbi Dale that you'll have many opportunities as we will be introducing her to you in several different ways. And then after we introduce her fully, we'll all be welcoming together. But I wanted to also invite Brad to say a few words before we move into Shalom Aleichem, as Brad was also on the search committee for an interim rabbi.
Thanks, Gay. So, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So I just want to say that I was on the interim rabbi task force, the IRTF, the IRTF, if you will. And I just want to say that the experience of interviewing Rabbi Dale Friedman was easy. I mean, by that I mean she made it easy. She answered all of our questions with ease and depth, and even answered complex questions in a way that were not only reflective of her vast experience and humble confidence, but also she gave us teaching moments. This was in the interview that we had with her. She was kind of teaching us. And so, plus she also has training to be an interim rabbi. Sandra, who's here tonight, our communications guru, said, "We took to her warmth and wisdom immediately." Howard Major, who is our seer of souls in the task force, said, "We had a number of excellent candidates who were eager for the position, but to a person, the committee thought Rabbi Dale was the most stellar." And Amy Lighthill, who I might say lives up to her name every single time I'm around her, was also enthusiastic about Rabbi Dale. I mean, so all I can say is just wait till you meet her and welcome her. So enough said, but you'll hear and see, and please look forward to more. So speaking of welcoming, on page 13, let us welcome each other with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasha'aret, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, mi melech, malachei amlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי העליון, מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
So the Kabbalist intentionally brought in the potency of creation by turning to the Psalms, which are chock full of beautiful, beautiful poetry. and poetry that evokes the living quality and the living nature, quality of nature and creation. And that's what we get to do in Kabbalat Shabbat, is we get to have this feast of psalms that really give us the potency of creation. And we have 6 that lead up to the 7th day. These are the days of creation, but we often don't do that many here at CBH. In lieu of doing all of those psalms, what I would like to invite you to do for these next 3 psalms that focus very much on nature is, again, as and next week, Rabbi Ariel Wolpe is going to be co-leading with me, and we're going to be focusing on the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And so we'll be able to sink a little more deeply into Earth as God's house. But every time we come into the fullness of a service together, we have the opportunity to connect to creation. So my invitation to you, as we look out the window and see the green bursting with other colors, is that we take a moment to take in our seasonal moment, where we are in the season, that we're fully in spring right now. And spring is one of those times when there's a great deal of rising of energy because the sap is rising. In fact, Neil Norton once said, it's so overwhelming, all of the energy of the plants. And I actually feel that a lot too. The plants are really busting with a great deal to say right now. My invitation to you is in these 3 psalms. They all have an aspect of the psalm that focuses on nature. And we're going to actually go into breakout rooms at the end of these psalms before Lecha Dodi and have a chance to talk with each other. But creation, nature, is both a field for our, it's a metaphor as well as a deepening of our own holy experiences. And so some of the questions I'm going to be asking us to share with each other is, what's budding within you right now? What energy might be rising in you right now that's like sap? And what might be being formed within you? So take your time to sort of let these psalms assist you, to lean into these psalms as assistance in querying and letting those questions kind of soak in. And then we'll have a chance to share with each other for a few minutes. We begin with Psalm 95. Asher lo hayam vehu asahu, Asher lo hayam vehu asahu veyabeshet yadav veyabeshet yadav yatsaru, Asher lo hayam vehu asahu, Asher lo hayam vehu asahu veyabeshet yadav veyabeshet yadav yatsaru. Shiru ladonai shir chadash, shiru ladonai kol haaretz, shiru ladonai shir chadash, shiru ladonai kol haaretz. Baruch Shemo, Shiru
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Here am I, Amumilo. Here am I, Amumilo. Tenabe Yoshima. Here am I, Amumilo. Here am I, Amumilo. Here am I, Amumilo. Tenabe Yoshima. Here am I, Amumilo. Neharotim Chalucha. Yay, 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 yay. Yachad Habib, Yeronitu. Yay, 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 yay. Neharotim Chalucha. Yay, 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 yay. Yachad Habib, Yeronitu. Here am I, Amumilo. Here am I, Amumilo. Tenabe Yoshima. Here am I, Amumilo. Neharotim Chalucha. Yay, 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 yay. Yachad Habib, Yeronitu. Yay, 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 yay. Neharotim Chalucha. Yay, 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 yay. Yachad Habib, Yeronitu. Here am I, Amumilo. Here am I, Amumilo. Tenabe Yoshima. Here am I, Amumilo. I love this translation of Psalm 98. Wherever there is life, celebrate. Rivers, offer your ovation. Mountains, sing in chorus. So let's go into breakout rooms for a minute, and we're going to ask yourself and share with each other this question of what's budding in you right now. What is springing or wanting to spring to life, even if you're feeling some resistance? What is it that you can identify that's coming into formation? And what is that like for you? So we'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy seeing each other and having a chance to talk with each other. welcome back. In just the small group that we were in, it felt like everyone had something that they were easily able to talk about as a point of growth. And I was just thinking, if that's exponential across all of our experiences, you know, we don't always feel like we're in a period of growth, but sometimes looking for where that bud is can be very, very useful. So it's very inspiring to me to hear others. And I know every one of you would have some experience to share. We take that energy of building connection with one another as a congregation and turn our focus towards this deepening welcome of Shabbat with welcoming the Shabbat bride in Lecha Dodi. Lecha, lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, likrat kala pene Shabbat, pene Shabbat neka bela. Shamor vezachor bedibor echad, hishmianu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shmo echad, l'shem ultiferet v'litila. Lecha, lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat neka bela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Lecha, lecha dodi, likrat kala pene Shabbat neka bela. Hitoreri, kiva orech, kumi uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alach nigla, lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat neka bela. Voi veshalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvetola, toch emune am segula, boi kala דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. Either stand in body or in spirit for the Hatzi Kaddish, page 55. Yitkedal v'yikeda shemei rabba b'elma divrach yutei v'yimlich machutei b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael bagala uv'izma'an ka'ariv v'imeru amen. Yeshme Rabba Mevorak Li'alam Alam Me'amaya Yitbarach V'yishtabak V'yitfa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shemei Kudisha B'rechu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiram Be'amal V'yimeru Amen. The Baruch Hu marks that moment in the Ma'ariv where we start to deepen our connection even more fully. I'm hoping that if you haven't started to feel what Shabbat brings, that you just take one more moment here to let your body feel the invitation of the Shabbat rest that's possible. So take a deep breath, right? Take a breath and know that we're coming into connection in prayer with one another. In the Baruch Hu, we call our community together. Baruch et Adonai Hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach leolam vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach leolam vaed. Brad has somehow figured out that Zooming with me here, he's going to be able to get a little bit of voice in. I'm loving it. I'm loving this experimenting you're doing. Beautiful.
It's a test in humility because I have to be really soft in order to break through.
Also, though,
It's not easy.
That I hear that. I also am like feeling hopefulness. It's bringing this sense of hope. Like, oh my goodness, listen to that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, just wait until you understand the word jamulus. I know it doesn't make sense now, but it will.
That's right. That is a prophecy. Brad is being a prophet right now. May you be curious. Let's turn to Asher Bidvaro. We'll do the interpretive version that was written in 1945 for the Reconstructionist Prayer Book. It is, please say it aloud with me if you find it on page 60. Praised are you, God, creator of the universe, who has ordained the rhythm of life, or adorned as well, I think, with the rhythm of life. The day with its light calls to activity and exertion, but when the day wanes, when with the setting of the sun colors fade, we cease from our labors and welcome the tranquility of the night. The subdued light of the moon and stars, the darkness and the stillness about us invite rest and repose. Trustfully, we yield to the quiet of sleep, for we know that while we are unaware of what goes on within and around us, our powers of body and mind are renewed. Therefore, at this evening hour, we seek composure of spirit. We give thanks for the day and its tasks, and for the night and its rest. Praised are you, God, who brings on the evening. Ma'avir yom u'mevi laila, umavdil ben yon ve'laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo, el chai v'chayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravi. So we move into 3 prayers that start with, I love this idea of the Shema being sandwiched by these prayers of blessings, these blessings. The Ahavat Olam takes us into a deeper understanding of the escort of divine love in our lives into the center of oneness with the Shema and out through the Micha Mocha, which is the road, the pathway towards freedom.
So please join me for Ahavat Olam on page 63. Navat Olam Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, v'shachbenu u'vekumeinu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei toratecha, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו, ויורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. והברכה לא תסור ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. Amen. Shema is on page 65. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושינתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. And then on page 79 is Micha Mocha. And join me. מיכה מוחה באלים אדוני, מיכה מוחה נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, אוסף אלה. יאללה לה לה, יאללה יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, לעולם ועד. יאללה לה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה, יאללה לה לה לה. Baruch atah Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. Ya la la la, ya 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 la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya 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 la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la.
Hashkivena is on page 80. Help us to lie down, dear one, our God, in peace, and let us rise again, our sovereign to life. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Decree for us a worthy daily lot, and redeem us for the sake of your great name, and enfold us in the wings of your protection. For you are our redeeming guardian. Truly a sovereign, gracious, and compassionate God are you. Guard our going forth each day for life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Ufros aleinu sukat shelomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shelomecha. So I have a few words of a little thought for a silent meditation, Amidah, an alternative. And if you are praying the traditional Amidah, you might want to begin at any point during my talking or put me on mute so that you can do the traditional Amidah. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the month of ER that we've begun this week, and as an opportunity for a meditation that focuses on the potency of connectivity. So the month of ER is a time it's the month that focuses very much on the connection between Pesach and Shavuot. So it has within itself just built in the sense of and the teachings of and the energy of connectivity. It's about connection. It has a special letter I learned from a rabbi, the letter Vav, that's part of the meaning of ER. And I wrote my good friend Lauren Rich because I happen to know that she is passionate about the letter of Vav. And she can go on for a long time talking about this letter. And I could listen to her talk about it forever. I love every time she talks about it. So I asked her about it today, and she sent me these words. She goes, it's a chameleon, this letter. In a way, it adapts to any environment, but it's not ever invisible. It's never silent. It always makes some sound, though what it is affected by all of the letters around it. A V, a V, adding to something. The Vav means and, like in V'ahavta. So there it is. In that letter Vav is the potency of and. And can be a very simple word, but it also can be a word that directs us into a different relationship to connection. I don't know about you, but so many times I'm writing and I'm saying, and la 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 la, but la 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 la. And I stop myself and I go, wrong word. The word should be and. Because if you'd use but this, it's a block. It closes something off. But when you use the word and, it holds one experience and also holds another experience at the same time and doesn't block one of the experiences out. And that is the potency of connection, is that we hold our experiences, which might be different, but we hold them together. We're creating bridges of connection all of the time. And yet, there are many times in which we don't feel it, right? We don't feel connection. And I can have a state of mind of being where I can be doing a lot of different things, even prayer practices, and yet I don't feel that connection. And I long for it, I look for it, but sometimes you're not quite sure where to go. So I think this month, the energy of ER gives us a chance for awareness building and really just sometimes the depth of appreciation for noticing something like the Vav, the and that connects us, that we'll start seeing it other places. We'll start seeing it pop up in all sorts of places, like in our windows together, like I introduced tonight when I talked about what allows us to feel the connection with one another when we're all sitting in our homes, yet we're seeing each other on screens. Or another beautiful email that I got today from Amy Lighthill, who is working so diligently with Haley on our art auction, which is coming up on Sunday night, which she'll tell us more about. But I have had this opportunity to listen to Amy talk about the last few days of receiving the art from our community. And she's been talking about the connectivity, and it's the connectivity of the red thread. What we wanted for red thread to be was a source of one creative urge connects us to another creative urge. And in that connecting, we are continuing our continuity with one another as a community. So she sent this beautiful, Amy has beautiful quotes, but this is a quote from Amy Lighthill. Yes, with an exclamation mark. The whole experience is about community being woven together through the circuitry of love as it expressed in art, music, and sharing with each other. Our people really are the one voice of this. But that circuitry of love, that image of circuitry of love through creativity and art fires me, so that if I'm not feeling connection, that kind of imagery fired a spark in me to remember, to reignite, to refocus on the connection that is present. The connection that is present with you, the connection that is present in the divine exchange that goes on in the flow of the universe all the time. So I just wanted for us to have a moment in our silent meditation to bring in connection as a source of spiritual guidance for you. There are many paths to take around connection, but I'm going to just invite you to soften your gaze, to become into a position of meditation. Just allow yourself to be more still, to take some nice breaths, and to see if you can, if you'd like to close your eyes for a moment, please do, or you can also just sit with some silence and some softening. To allow yourself to tap into where you're feeling connected right now, what you're feeling connected to, what the nature of divine exchange is for you. And if you're not sure, maybe open it up like an invitation, that you allow yourself to sit in silence right now with the invitation that I am willing to open to receive the connection that is present. I am willing to open to receive the connection that is present. And we'll sit for a few moments. Shalom. 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 We turn to the Mishaberach for healing. Invite you to put into the chat the names of people that you are wishing refuah shlema for, that we will be entering into this prayer and blessing together. We include Richard Adler, Marilyn Pankin, Maureen Kalmanson, Richard Cohen, Ginny Williams Cohen, Mario Eugene Hudson II, Lois Birch, Andrea Finn, Ann Bev Corfin, Uli Sprick, Ellie Emmerich Hart, Chai and Billy Nach, Claude Baruch, Jordan and Jamie Schwartz, Tesla Queen, Janice Blackman, Beth Ann Budicant, Nancy Davis, Megan Redant, Janice Roger, Pilar Barclay, the Betten Snook family, the Levin family, the Kolbs Reckelman family, Grady Floyd Adair, Eyal Schechter, Audrey Galix, Dolly Wax, Esther Myers, Ellen Leary, Monique Gauthier, Julio Quintana, Jacob Gutman, Rana Crozy, Patty Marcus, David Kay. Invite Brad to bring his Mishaberach for healing for those that we are sending refuah shlema.
Again, please do the responses, yeah. Mishaberach.
Mishaberach.
Avotenu Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mishaberach. Imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, veLeah. Mishaberach. Hu yivarech ve'yirafeh et hacholei. Yiten Adonai chachma v'tushia v'lev harofeh. Mishaberach. Yishlach refuah shelema, refuat hanefesh urefuat haguf. Yosif Adonai lo shanot chaim, v'shano lechaim leodo lehaler harofeh hane'eman v'harachaman. Mishaberach. V'nomar Amen.
Thank you. You find the Aleinu on page 121. Aleinu leshabach ladon hako, lateit gedolah letzeh bereshit, shenatan lanu torat emet, v'chai olam nata betochenu, va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim, livnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Einod, 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 Einod. Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'neimar v'chai Adonai lemelech achor haaretz. Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. I believe that I am inviting Marcy Alt to read announcements tonight. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Shabbat Shalom, Marcy.
Shabbat Shalom, Gayan. How are you tonight?
Doing well.
Awesome. So Shabbat Shalom and welcome, everybody. We are so glad to host so many friends from around Atlanta and around the country for our virtual services. All are inviting to our offerings in the coming week. Join us for the Brit Mitzvah of Isaac Klein tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. And of course, the Red Thread Art Show is going to be on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Sign on and put your bid on some amazing artwork. All of the proceeds for this is going to be going towards the CBH music, and we all love our music. Rabbi Gottfried will be leading a lunch and learn Monday at noon. Mindful Moments continues every weekday at 8:45. And remember, there's a 15-minute evening minion, formerly known as the 10-minute minion, and that continues every Sunday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. All are welcome to join. Next weekend services on Friday, join us for Shabbat services again, led by Gayan and also Rabbi Ariel Wolf. On Saturday, April 24th, Rabbi Gottfried, sorry about that. Rabbi Gottfried will be doing Saturday morning services. There's several new programs on our calendar. Registration is open for getting to the other side of sadness, finding meaning in grief. It's a 2-session series running in April and May and diving into grief, particularly grief caused by COVID and how it can be processed through a Jewish lens. The Food Security Project is looking for a few fresh faces to deliver some food on Friday afternoons. It's easy and it's very meaningful. And really, let me tell you, you're going to make a big difference if you help this out. It's a really great project. So CBA supports 15 families every week. Email Rebecca, and that's rgrapevine@gmail.com to sign up. Save the dates. May 14th, Sunday, and May 23rd for special services to tribute to Rabbi Josh's farewell. So there's going to be a lot more details about this coming up in the programs. So keep an eye out for that. As a reminder, please support the new album, The Red Thread, from CBH Band and Chorus and Strings. You can purchase on Bandcamp or a CD from the CBH website, and it's now streaming on Spotify. As always, for a full view of our offerings, please visit the CBH calendar on our website. All Zoom links to our programs can be found there under streaming services. Check the section of the website, bookmark the page, so you can stay up to date on all the cool things that are going on at CBH. It's either back at you, Gayan, or I think it's going to Rebecca.
Now, is it going to Rebecca?
Or Amy.
Okay, yeah, wait. Before Amy goes, thank you so much, Marcy. I just wanted to underline a few dates here. I just wanted to say them again, and I'm adding one. May 7th is a service where we are going to be introducing Rabbi Dale Friedman to the congregation. And then the week after that, May 14th, it is going to be a service honoring Rabbi Josh. And then on May the 23rd, it's a tribute event for Rabbi Josh, which is a little different than services. So, but that's a lot going on in May, but there's a lot going on in April too. Amy Lighthill, would you please give us some of that light?
All I've got to say is vav, vav, vav. That's it. We all know that music is a big part of the heart and soul of CBH, right? And that's what the auction is honoring and supporting. The 48 art and craft works in the show were inspired by or related to our CD, Red Thread. So a part of Sunday is also huge appreciation of our community's creativity, which is very impressive. We will also showcase our own in poetry, dance, and song. But most of all, our Sunday art event is a celebration and expression of the connections woven through our community, like Anne was saying, which is really coming together in love and support for each other, especially right now when we're so aware of how much we need each other. So if you can come, do. And if you can't be there, you can still open the auction site directly on your phone and bid from wherever you are. So I'm just saying. I can promise you, you will be delighted at what we've accomplished individually and together for the love of our community and its music, or we'll gladly give you your money back. This Sunday night, 7 to about 8:30, but the auction site is now open for bidding, y'all, so you can click on it and check it out. So be there. And one more happy final note. It was my honor and privilege to serve to help find our new interim rabbi. I want you to know that our team and others who joined in the process with us were unanimous in our clarity that Rabbi Dale Friedman was the right rabbi for us. When does total agreement happen in a group of Jews? I'm just asking. It's amazing. We have so much to look forward to as Rabbi Dale begins to join us in a variety of roles. She's warm, she's wise, she's a great listener, and she's widely experienced. I'm delighted, excited, and very confident about her leadership. I know we're going to have a lot of opportunities soon to start getting to know her, and I think you'll like her very much. So thanks, everybody. I hope to see you on Sunday. And it is a live event. Somebody was asking. It's a live event, but you can start bidding now. It's just that the bidding will close at the end of the auction.
I'm going to just do a little bit of revision on that. When you bid, you can look now. Perhaps you'll bid after Shabbat is over, or maybe you won't. But I'll just give that little bit of maybe you won't do that. But it's beautiful. There's beautiful art. It's really awesome. We moved towards the end of our service with our beloved prayer that was born right here at CBH. The prayer for the end of hiding. You'll find it in the chat. Please join with me. As LGBTQ Jews, we are aware of the loss of integrity we suffer due to the pressures of the larger society. We often feel forced into a dishonest presentation of ourselves to ourselves and others. The LGBTQ individuals who feel they must pretend to be something that they are not. The Jews who feel they must be alienated from their tradition and community to win larger acceptance. Both are victims of a theft of identity and integrity committed by the sexual, gender identifying, or religious majority. Creator of the universe, we ask that our hiding draw to an end, that we no longer feel we have to pretend, to promise falsely, to renounce ourselves, and that our fullest creative expression as Jews and as lesbian, gay, transgender, bisexual, and queer people be among the blessings you bestow upon us. Amen. For those that are in a ritual period of mourning or observing a yard site, please ask you to stand in body or spirit. And if you would like to put the names, not if you would like, I was actually going to invite you to unmute if you'd like. Definitely put the names of those you're honoring in the chat. But also if you would like to unmute and say the name, I'm also open to your doing that.
Leon Eplin, Helen Weingart, Judy Cobes, and Pat Leapy. Thank you.
Bruce Silverman.
Steven Zier.
Judy
Oh.
Cobbs.
All of those killed to police violence and also to gun violence in the past 2 months.
Elaine Nevin.
Irving Gross.
May their memories be a blessing. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, be'omad divrach yutei v'yumlich malchutei, b'chayechon וביומי חון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן כעריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עמי עמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרמן ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה ברכו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דע אמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו amen. It is really such an honor to be saying the Kaddish out loud, and to not hear your voices is sometimes very hard, but it is such a deep honor to be saying the Kaddish for those that we have lost in honor. Thank you. I want to thank Brad Davidor for co-leading tonight. I want to thank all of you for being here in such present connection with each other. I can really, really feel you. And I hope you have a beautiful Shabbat and see you soon, perhaps at the auction even. Brad, will you take us out with Oseh Shalom?
Before I do, speaking of auction, this Kiddush cup is one. I don't know if you can see it. It's weird. This Kiddush cup is one that I bought at another auction that Harriet Gold made. And it is one's just like it. This Kiddush cup drinks maybe better than any Kiddush cup I've ever had. I mean, you can drink you some serious Kiddush wine. So I'm just saying, they're in the hand, in the flesh, baby. All right. Gay, join me after one verse, and then you'll do the Amidah, yeah?
Okay, all right, sure.
Dose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen.
Back to you, Brad.
Dose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen.
Hey! And can I just say, I've already started bidding on Clarence's piece before Shabbat started. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Thank
shalom.
you.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi,
Shabbat
Sharon.
shalom.
Hi, Rebecca.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
That's enthusiastic. I love it.
Very.
Thank you all. Be well.
Have a good week. Ready?
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Take good care, everyone.
Adios.
Thank you so much, Stan and Brad and Amy and Marcy.
Blanche, you're muted.
Take good care. Blanche, I didn't think you came to services after that. I was like, look at you at a service.
This is not my main point of contact. I was in the mood tonight to see some of my friends, and I felt Shabbosy. I had a nice, wonderful nap this afternoon, and then I woke up and I looked at the clock, and it was about 6:30, and I said, hey, I'm feeling peppy. So
Listen, it's always good to have a little Blanche after a nap. I'm just saying.
it's always good to have a little nap after a Blanche.
So good.
It was lovely to see you.